to answer your question, which is a really interesting, complex one, I'll first talk about how I think things are looking in the world of women composers and how we're fitting in. And there are so many more opportunities than 20, 30 years ago. I'm really amazed to see this. I mean, there is faster progress than I ever thought I'd see in my lifetime. And I'm starting to get performances that I don't think they're because of the quality of my music. I think they're because I'm a woman, and it's not my favorite reason to be on a concert, but hey, at least I'm getting heard. And that is definitely bringing up the awareness of women's music. And as I read a comment just yesterday on Facebook that said, so-and-so is a really good composer and everyone should know about her music. And so once someone, knows about my music and they think of it as music and not just by checking the boxes like, oh, yep, we got a piece by a woman on the concert, that's progress. And then people are going to, the more we see of that, the more people are going to just be looking at the quality of the music and not just the gender of the composer. So it seems like a necessary evil to be checking off that box to get a piece by a female composer, because there are pieces by female composers that get put on for that reason, and then other people hear about it and then program it because they just like the piece. That is the goal. And if we have to have this step of checking off the box just to get women's music out there and respect and awareness, then so be it. And I'm grateful for it, because a lot of people are hearing my music in the first place that they wouldn't have otherwise. And I'm perfectly fine with people not liking my music. That's absolutely fine. But what I'm not fine with is if people don't check it out in the first place, if they don't get to hear it in the first place because I'm a woman. So, that kind of hurts everybody, because, especially like you as a trombonist, there's not that much great repertoire out there for trombone. And if you only heard about music written by men, then that would be a lot fewer pieces to choose from. And maybe you'll find a few pieces written by women that's like, oh, we like that one. That's a useful piece.
Yeah, there's a certain Latin dance that comes to mind that I love for
sure. I think I've heard of that one. Yeah, that's sort of like my Ravel Bolero, I think. That's going to be my big one. A lot of people like that. And a lot of people from other instruments are now asking me to make versions of it. So, and Theodore Presser, my publisher, has very kindly offered, like, whatever you send, we will put it out. So just like last week, they brought out a version of two Latin dances for tuba and French horn. And I am working on one for trumpet. I already sent that one. It hasn't come out yet, but it was like 3 days ago I sent that version. And I have a violin version and a cello version. So I kind of feel like Hindemith, with a piece for every instrument, except I didn't have to write new pieces. I could just write the same piece for every instrument. Well, maybe it's not going to work so well on flute. I don't know.